Obviously, everything that a person has in his mind and in his heart, it all comes from above. Where do you think it comes from? Just out of thin air? Let's say in the next moment, I receive a new desire or new thoughts. Where do they come from? Of course, from the Reshimot. But besides the Reshimot, besides the state I experience every moment, a person is given another point that is outside that state, so he can look at himself from a side. So he can criticize and inspect the present state he is in. And that scrutiny that he makes with respect to himself is actually the level of man that was not given to the inanimate, vegetative, and animate levels, or even the speaking level in its various developments, besides the spiritual development. So man was given the ability to see how the Creator plays with him and is giving him all kinds of impressions like that. And therefore this prayer happens, that you turn above to receive the thoughts and desires that will advance us towards the goal. Meaning that we're not doing or trying to do all sorts of actions on our own, on the level of this world. You know, it's as if we're fighting the Creator and what He gave us. Rather, every time we receive some situation, some state, each and every moment, we must respond only in one way, in return. And this way, our whole life becomes a dialogue with the Creator. The main gratitude is for being conscious, aware, for having this contact with Him, and being able to ask for advancement in return. If we said that everything is Reshimot, what does it mean that the Creator leaves the person? These are just words. What does it matter how you call it? The Creator is the collective common force of bestowal that sustains the whole system, that force of good that does good. There is none else besides Him, which develops and governs the whole of creation. When it created the point of existence from absence, it then began to influence that point, and this is what's happening. It constantly influences that point, and that point always changes. And this is what we call Him leaving or staying. So we're talking about everything that happens within that point. So that point goes through changes, and it can already attribute those changes to the one and only cause, which it sees as its Creator, who created it and governs it. Besides the will to receive that is governed by Him in a total, absolute fashion, besides that, there is another point of free choice, from which that point can observe itself and what the Creator does with it. And that point is the I of man, the point of disconnection, the point of the shattering. Specifically because of the shattering, this ability to observe was created.